Marine life is at risk as we know it, whole ecosystems being at risk of destruction, while some animals are already being deformed as things change in the ocean for the worst. And as marine life are put at risk, so are the people that depend on them for a living. With marine life and the people that depend on them put at risk, we can't help but wonder, what caused all of this to happen? What is the reason for marine life and the people that need them being put at risk? Ocean acidification.
Ocean acidification is the process of too much carbon dioxide being absorbed by the ocean, which causes the creation of acid as it is the product of seawater and carbon dioxide. This CO2 overproduction is caused by the overpopulation of humans, their usage of technology that emits CO2, and of other air pollutants such as burning coal, oil, and gas. The acidification of the ocean is just the aftermath of too much carbon dioxide being made from humans, which gets absorbed by the ocean's seawater, combining to make acid.
All oceans are affected by this, including the Gulf of Mexico and its inhabitants, such as the sea turtle. Though ocean acidification occurs more slowly in warm waters like the Gulf, the extreme nutrient pollution that occurs there creates the world's second largest dead zone, intensifying the acidification of the Gulf's waters. And as important species such as shrimp, crab, and deep-sea corals are also put at risk, the region's seafood industry and general economy is left to dwindle. Inhabitants of the Gulf, like the sea turtle, are affected by ocean acidification as their food source, the turtle grass meadow, is decreasing growth, putting the ecosystem above it at risk of falling apart.
The American Canadian Water Quality Report measures its substances by parts per million, which is equivalent to milligrams per liter, and parts per billion, which is equivalent to micrograms per liter. MCL means maximum contaminant level, and that's the highest contamination level allowed for drinking water. If this number is lower than the number in the average column, then the water isn't safe to drink. Luckily, the water in American Canada doesn't have this sort of scenario. In the report, you could find the units of and average levels of each contaminant under their respective columns. Just like nitrate, the contaminant fluoride is also being regulated well because its average value is only 0.10 while its MCL is 2. It is important to care about our local water quality because that's our source of water. If our water is contaminated and you drink it, you could become sick. For example, if nitrates were to exceed the regulatory level, our ability of red blood cells transporting oxygen would be suppressed. If babies were to drink water high in nitrates, they could have difficulty breathing and their skin could become blue. You don't want that to happen, so take care of your local water quality.
There are many things that the community of American Canyon can do to reduce carbon emissions and prevent ocean acidification. One of the simplest things that we can do is carpool, bike, or walk to school or work. We live in a small enough town where this is a possibility. Not only will this help you save money on gas, but it will also help the environment a ton. Another overlooked solution to reduce ocean acidification is pushing our local government to change policies in order to solve the problem. If they establish harsher punishments for destroying the environment, it is almost guaranteed that people will stop.
The final solution that we came up with to reduce ocean acidification is very relevant to our own town. Stop littering. How many of you guys have been to Glass Beach? While it may seem like a cool trail, it's basically just a bunch of broken bottles and other trash in the wetlands. Cutting down on littering and picking up trash goes a long way to help reduce ocean acidification.
When it comes to reducing carbon emissions worldwide, we have many more options to choose from. A very elegant solution to this problem is solar energy. Many people have heard of it and understand that it uses the power of the sun to create energy. This conversion of energy is very clean and efficient. It also has the added benefits of saving money and the environment.
Another solution is to drive electric cars. Electric cars help the environment by reducing the amount of fossil fuels that we consume, therefore reducing the amount of CO2 that we release into the environment. Keep in mind, however, that simply buying a new car isn't the solution. It's recommended to use your car as much as you can before buying a new one. Manufacturing a car can damage the environment as much as an electric car can save it.
An innovative way to help reduce carbon emissions is to buy energy and water-efficient appliances. By wasting less water and energy, these appliances release much less CO2 and are better for the environment. They also have the added benefit of saving the user money.
Did you think we forgot about the easiest, most important environment-saving technique? Of course we didn't. Recycle. Recycling is something that everyone has heard of and everyone has the opportunity to make a difference. By reducing the amount of plastics, metals, and paper that we throw away, we can not only save the environment by keeping it clean, but we also reduce the amount of resources used when manufacturing something new. It is easier to make something from recycled materials than making something from scratch, and this vastly reduces our carbon emissions.